So we're down in Hale this morning for our first renovation of the season. Bit of sand, verti-drain and seed on here. Once again a lovely morning, but Liverpool Airport is just over there, so there won't be any drone footage today. Only 20 tonne of sand, but every little helps. With it only being 20 tonne going on, we've got the mini spreader. No point bringing all the big kit down for small quantities. Yeah, and the sand are really nice. Spreader needs a big digger. Coming on to halfway through with the verti-drain now. Get those stripes a bit straighter when we get the auto steer on. Hopefully hear about that today. 20 tonne of sand, as I said before, it's not a massive amount, but they're putting something on to try and improve it. This pitch gets a lot of use from a lot of teams, a lot of coaching sessions, so I think the key really is to try and remove compaction, and then get plenty of grass seed in to keep desirable grasses and a good grass coverage. So yeah, you'd like to put more sand on, but not everybody's got infinite budgets. Rebuild this seeder while it's off the tractor, while Phil's spreading. Bit easy to see what happens. So your seed goes in this hopper, it drops down these chutes, and then there's a tube there that will carry it down between those two discs that form a V, and that V opens up a little channel that the seed drops into. So it's into the surface, it's got loads of soil to seed contact, and then that little roller just presses the slot closed. So your seed's buried, it's not getting eaten by birds, it's in the ground and it's growing before you know it. This seeding, the best way of seeding by a mile, particularly if it's overseeding into established grass. I would say we've got one more load left now. I'm on the last pass with the verti-drain. There's Phil just finishing off the sand now. And then it'll be time to chuck the seeder on and get some seed drilled. seeders on, we're just going to try and set up the FJ Dynamics auto steer on Carl's Kubota so we can get some seed in the ground. We'll start getting the first pass of the seed in, 3 passes all together. That's the seeds buried into the slits. No wildlife can be eating it. Soil to seed contact, that'll give you a fantastic germination. You can see how nice and straight the auto steer's got working. Seems to be going well with the seed, so I'll jump in the tractor and an hour and a half drive home now. A few problem areas on 1 or 2 of the pitches here at Charnock, so while the verti-drain's on from today's job, I'm just going to run over them now. See if put it back on and off again. The conditions are pretty